Hi Scorpio, Scorpio Rising, Sandra from ForYourChi.com, and this is your October 2020 outlook with me and the Wheel of Life spread. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please subscribe and please hit the thumbs up button if this reading resonates with you. We're going to go through the first 6 houses of your reading, tarot and oracle cards, and in the extended reading, we're going to go through houses 7 through 12. So normally I have 24 cards on the table. Today I have 27 cards on this table, and we're going to go through 15 of those cards on YouTube. The extra cards here are the Morgan Greer deck, and we're going to get a sneak peek preview of who is coming in your 7th house of relationship this month, because I do see someone, and this could be a surprise for some of you. Okay, so shall we get to your reading? Oh, and I also do 2 drawings a month. So I draw a zodiac who wins the first. I pick a zodiac to win a free YouTube reading. So you guys get all 12 houses. And this month was Aries, so that's on YouTube already. Check that out. But I also pick a lucky subscriber to win an email reading with me with the cards of truth, which are shockingly detailed and accurate. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And please make sure that your subscriptions are public. Otherwise, I can't see it from my end. You'd be surprised how many people do not have that setting public. So that's more chances for you to win if your settings are public. Your first house, here we have, this is my creativity card. So positive movement forward. Your creativity could be at an all-time high. And remember, the sun does come in Scorpio at the end of October. So this could be starting out at the beginning of October. It's fresh and new. And then as October goes on in the days and weeks, it just gets bigger with your creativity. And what I love about this house message here is you pulled the angel card of intention. So you could be intentionally creating something that is going to spur action and change in your future. So, this could be like artwork that has a certain amount of energy in it, right? People do like artwork with Reiki energy in it. You could be making jewelry with healing energy, healing stones. You could just be playing music. And music has a vibration too. But regardless, you start out October strong with this creative energy, and I love it. It's a great thing to have. Now, the money does look disappointing. So 2nd house rules your stuff and it rules your finances. Heartache and loss means this is the bummer card, okay? So it'll be very important for you to not spend your savings in October. Save some for a rainy day. If someone wants to borrow money, just say no. It's not a good time to loan out money. It's not a good time to loan out your stuff. Don't let anyone borrow your car. I cannot tell you how many times I've given that message in the last 2 months. So there's something going on in the air out there. And who is going to, so this is a double message. For some of you, it's a romantic partner that disappoints you here. So, don't let them spend more than you guys have budgeted if you share money. Don't let them borrow your stuff. Be very protective over your stuff and your money. And for some of you, this can definitely, you can prevent something negative from happening here in October. I would definitely say some protection prayers over your finances as well. Can't hurt, right? All right, 3rd house, brother, sister. This is the Knight of Swords for me as a reader in traditional tarot. So It does also rule communication. Knight of Swords is very fast acting, very fast moving, an action taker, a thrill seeker. So, your brother or sister could meet a Knight of Swords out on the town. If so, Knight of Swords is not someone that you want to get involved with if you think that you are wanting a single monogamous relationship. This is more of like a one night stand type of thing, right? However, if this is not talking about a one night stand with your sibling out on the town, and this knight just simply comes in to deliver a message or deliver a gift, then that is the kind that you should accept. And why is that? Because you did, for your sibling, pull a blessing card in here. Now, for some of you, this is talking about your communication. So there could be a knight that communicates with you, that ushers in good blessings in whatever this message is that he or she gives to you. Typically, knights are men, right? But it definitely could be a female with male energy in there. Okay, now here's a beautiful message here. Fourth house rules your house of home. Also, for some of you, it's talking about your father. So, suffering in silence means that you are doing all the hard work by yourself around your house, and you're not asking for help, but you need to ask for help. Because there's no point in being stuck here where you're miserable doing everything. You get one thing done and you have 15 more things to do, and it just keeps on going in this cyclical way, and you're getting tired of it. But for others of you, this could be talking about your father. So your father may be feeling this way, or father energy could be father-in-law, stepfather, something like that. But the advice card from the angels is support. So there's support available to you. You simply need to ask for help. And if you're saying to yourself, well, no, you have no one around you right now, then say a prayer. Because this support also indicates heavenly help, as the card is suggesting here, where we have elders that surround the earth, that are sending their good energy and good intentions to the earth. And some of them are angels, right? So you could be alone and you prayed for help, and the next thing you know, your neighbor calls up and says, hey, do you need anything? Do you need help with anything? Can I go to the grocery store for you? Can I run an errand for you? And you're thinking to yourself, hallelujah, and please accept the help. If that is an answer to your prayer. All right, here we go with a big heavy duty warning for Scorpios here. Fifth house, this is your social circle. This is your dating life also for those single Scorpios. And once in a while, a child will fall into the fifth house, although I do read child energy in the 11th house more than I do in the fifth. So, this is for, if this is a child of yours, this is going to be on the rare occasion for someone watching this video. This is the devil card, right? So for some of you, this is going to be a friend in your social circle who was previously an alcoholic, sober, who has fallen off the wagon, or drugs, substance, something like that. I see that a lot here. There could also be someone in your social circle, friends group, who is acting a fool, and that's because their energy has been compromised, if you catch my drift. Okay. Now, if for some of you, if this is talking about your child, underage in your home, there could be something going on here that is not good. So, and it doesn't have to be a substance. It certainly could be, though. But I have seen this card a lot lately with kids who are addicted to video games. So the devil indicates an addiction for the most part. I'd say 75% of the time, the devil card indicates an addiction for me as a reader. And then the other 25% of the time is the energy that's been compromised by dark entities, right? So, and it's just funny that I read this card with the alcoholics, because we did pull the Serenity. Serenity now, AA meetings, alcoholics, these are going, together here. Now, let's not forget, Scorpios, this does rule your dating life. So you could meet someone who is an addict and you may not know it, but you will have a sneaking suspicion because nothing gets by a Scorpio for very long, right? You have to look under the surface and keep asking your higher power to see the truth, and you will see the truth. Now, the Serenity card does mean peaceful things are ahead, and I like that. But you definitely have to deal with this head on, you know, and dealing with this head on could definitely mean blocking that person, right? Or saying no to that person if they ask you out, someone comes up to you at a bar, which really isn't happening right now, but some places are open and they're a sloppy drunk. I mean, that's a sign that you need to keep the peace and just send that person on his or her way, right? Scorpio. Okay, work and health. Last house we're doing here on YouTube before we go to Vimeo. Obstacles and challenges. So work may feel extra challenging here in the month of October. And this could also be your health too, right? Are you having any symptoms? If you are, it's time to get them checked out. If you don't have a primary care doctor, go to the urgent care and see what they say. Can't hurt to get checked out right now, as long as you're taking the proper precautions. But, it does feel like a struggle. It does feel like a challenge, work or health. It's one or the other, typically not both. What are you supposed to do about this? So they're saying you're going to get advice and guidance in your dreams. So there's more information that's coming about this conflict, and whatever you dream about, make sure you're writing it down. The dreams that are coming to you about this in October are extremely accurate. So get a pad of paper and a pencil, put it next to your bed, and the minute you wake up, start writing it down. And, there is something to say about the sun that comes into Scorpio at the end of October. So it could be more towards the end of the month than the beginning. However, whenever you get the message is when you get the message, right? It's all about divine timing. Okay, I'm going to take it to Vimeo in just a second. The Vimeo reading is going to contain houses 7 through 12. We're going to go through your relationship. We're going to go through your sex life. For any of you that have taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, that's also in that same house. We're going to go through your travel and school. We're going to go through career and your mother. We're going to go through your children or your best friends. We're also going to see what's going to show up for you in January, which is the future card here. But before we do that, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I have them here. And these 3 cards, I pulled something very significant that shows up in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships. Usually it's romantic. It also can be business partnerships for those of you that have business partnerships. The wild card here that flew out of the deck, we have the Knight of Rods. So this is any fire sign, right? We've got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and usually they're the younger type, either younger in age or they have younger type energy. You really don't like to see the Knight, right? You don't like to see any Knight in your 7th house of relationships, and the reason why is the Knights are just looking to have a good time. And we're going to discuss a good time in your extended reading because that did come up. And it definitely is a warning for the Scorpios for October and Scorpio rising. Now, the other 2 tarot cards that we pulled for your 7th house as far as energies that are showing up here are sword cards. We've got the 10 of Swords here, and we've got the King of Swords. So this is any air sign. Could be Aquarius, could be Gemini could be Libra, although Gemini showed up twice. Make sure you know this person's chart, because even if they are not a Gemini sun, they could be a Gemini rising, Gemini moon, or God forbid, they have Gemini in Venus, Venus in Gemini. And if you are dating a Venus in Gemini person, I'm saying a prayer for you, because they are extremely fickle and they change their mind like Mary Poppins changes with the wind. All right, so that's it for my Scorpios. If you're a Scorpio born in the last week of October, happy birthday to you. And I will be giving you guys another Scorpio reading in November. Look for that. Many blessings, and everything will be in the description box below for the Vimeo link.